Hello and welcome to Big Num Numismatics. Today I'm going to be going through one of my NGC submissions and be showing how exactly to fill it out. I will be doing the paper form, but you can always go online and look at the PDF form, or rather the online form, which I think is much easier for people who haven't done it before, and overall it's just less hassle, although it is more time consuming. So I'm going to be sending off 8 Russian coins and 1 Russian medal. So the majority of these are 5 kopeks. This one is a mildly double struck one. It's a very high grade. I don't exactly know how to grade these on the dot. I mean, obviously, AU to UNC, XF, but it'll be interesting to see how exactly NGC grades these, especially with some of them having a bit of, not necessarily environmental damage, but some traces of that. I always get mixed up between world coins, having different alignments. But either way, these will sell for a lot more, or at least be a lot easier to sell in NGC holders. These are from the 1700s, from Catherine the Great. And there's a lot of great history. And this is when Russia was experiencing a lot of growth in both, the size of its kingdom as well as, political reforms. People weren't starving to death as much, and it became, towards a first world country under Catherine II's reign. Lots of wars, though. So if you want to see just how to fill out the NGC form, you can skip ahead in the video. I'll have the timestamp down below in the description. And if you've made it this far in the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps a lot. It's always nice to see, 250-year-old copper with luster, especially when most of these are just dug out of the ground. This is my favorite one. Really nice chocolate surfaces. No problems. Just an overall really nice coin. I've also included this Siberian kopek. It's a higher grade AU coin. It does have environmental damage. It's not severe, but I like to keep my submissions to 8 coins. And this is the only, the highest quality other foreign coin I had at the moment. So very interested to see what they call this. It is rather nice. And also we have this, this is pretty rare. This is a Siberian Susan Mint 5 kopek. You can see the difference between the design. These are just much, much harder to find, especially this nice. And, of course, this massive coin, this coin is about 2 ounces. It's about $2 Morgan worth. And you can see the size difference between this and the metal. This is a unique die trial instrument, is how it translates in Russian, of a wedding medal between Grand Duke Paul I and Maria Fyodorovna of Russia. Typically, these the actual metals sell for around $1,000, but because of how large this is, I'll have to be sending it through an oversized holder, so we'll get to that. So first off, you're going to choose whether it's US or world. For this, it is world, so we're going to mark that. Unfortunately, for every single different type of service or kind of coin, they do make you fill out a separate form. That's a separate handling and shipping fee. So always something to keep in mind whether you're combining them. And next, you're going to want to pick the grading tier or service. So these typically range, PCGS is a little bit different with the values, but you can see for modern coins, which these coins do not fall under, are $19. We have economy, which comes back in about 2 to 3 months for US coins. That's $23. Gold and standard, that's about 1 month for US coins. And express is like a week. So for these coins, I'm going to do economy, just because I'm not in that much of a hurry to get the coins back, and it's a lot cheaper. Don't be too worried about values when filling out the form. If you have 7 coins that are like $250 after they grade, and 3 coins that are worth $350, they're not going to charge you. It takes like a grossly undervalued on the form for them to actually charge you back. So don't stress too much about that. It's not a big deal. And next, we don't have any add-on services for this, but you can always choose early releases, special labels for, the really modern coins, Variety Plus for any double dies or over mint marks, stuff like that. We don't need a special holder for these coins. However, for the big metal, we will need the oversized holder. Not the mega holder, thankfully. And we're not doing any reholders, so we don't need to worry about that. And then next, you can also do imaging, because NGC has PhotoVision Plus now. It's not nearly as good as TrueViews, but they are still really decent. If it's a good coin, I highly suggest using that if you're already sending it to NGC. And then next, you're just going to be putting the coins and filling out this stuff. We don't have to worry about this, nor these two, because we're not sending in an already holdered coin. And for declared value, I usually put 300 regardless for these lower tier coins, just because if it's less than the insured cost to ship it, which for NGC, 1 to 10 coins under $25,000, it's $28 to ship back. And if I'm sending the 8 coins back and they're all $300, it's still the same shipping, but if the package somehow gets lost, I'll get that much extra money. So that's something I do just to, if anything goes wrong, I'll be up ahead. So I like to go in basically red book order, but in this case it's world coins. So the first one is a Russian 1 kopek, 1779, mint mark EM, denomination 1 kopek, and it's MS. And so I'll do it like that, and then year, and then the different mint mark, so on and so forth. So now that we have all the coins marked, we can go down to the total fees. So no conservation fees, so we don't have to worry about that. We put 0. NGC grading fee total, so total number of coins, 8 times 23 is 160, 184. NGC services fees, that's 0. Imaging fees, 0. Handling fee is always $10. And like I said earlier, it's 28 bucks. So for this submission, we would be at $212, all said and done. So after you've filled out the paper form, you then go on to the coins, and these are where the labels come in. So for each coin, you're going to write the submission number and the line your coin is on. So let's say the submission number is 2522316. You would write that on every single line for the coins, but for the first 1 kopek, this would be line number 1, line number 2, etc. So you'll put that on each holder flip and package it like that. Now, typically I ship these priority with insurance. Make sure to check wherever you get insurance that the policies actually cover raw coins. A lot of times they'll cover graded coins, but not raw coins. So something to keep out. And that's all I have for you today. I'll make another video when these come back. If you're doing this for the first time, I highly suggest doing the online version. It's going to take a bit longer than the paper, but it's going to be a lot easier to walk through it the first time. So thank you for watching. Please, if you enjoy, subscribe and comment what you think some of these coins are going to grade. I think most of them will come back environmental details, unfortunately. But that's what they are. And thank you for watching.